Okay, well, after many attempts, we're going to give this another shot. So, okay, I think I may have figured this out. So, I'm going to wait a moment and see if I can get anybody in here to help me out. Because it's actually a lot tougher. OBS is a really interesting piece of software. I think it's great, but for the most part, it just kind of sucks because it's really hard to route audio in and out, and to get a decent signal, it sucks. That's okay though. I'm just gonna double check and see what my audio is looking like. So that way we can let's see if we can record that. Is there any audio coming through? Just gotta double check on the phone real quick. So let me just up my vocal mic here. Okay, sorry, that's gonna echo, I know. Cool. Alright, so I think we're good for right now. So, I've had like 3 or 4 attempts of this today, so I apologize. But this is the Fender Shields blender, and I just got this in the mail today. I'm really stoked on it. I wanted to go through, maybe like record a few loops and throw it in front of that. I'm not a flashy guitar player by any means. I play a lot of rhythm. I do play a lot of shoegaze style music, rhythm, and lots of open chords and stuff like that. But I'll do my best to try and, you know, showcase a little bit of what this thing can do, in the sense of like what what I can do. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. Came with the manual. I actually put the box away. I was showing that earlier, but here's the box. I don't know what number I got. I'm completely unsure. There's a little barcode down here, which I think they said that Fender's serial numbers are really obscure. So I'm thinking this is, my friend Mike from MV Guitars says that this is potentially a 23 for the year, and then 001 would mean the first run, and then number 86. So that's my best guess, is that I got number 86. Not entirely sure, but I've already opened the guitar pedal up. There's lots of rumors flying around about the USBs located inside of 100 of the 500 that were sold on Reverb. I did confirm with Reverb that is true. And so if you have one of these Shields blenders, you need to open it up and see if you have a little USB stick in the inside of the enclosure. There's a sticker in there that is that will say XX amount of out of 100, and it's a new piece of music. There are people that have put it up online on YouTube and Reddit and some other forums, so that's available. But I was lucky, I got one. I was up early and I saw it, so I snagged it. Kevin's one of my favorite guitar players of all time, and so I decided that this was something that I wanted to include in my little collection. No, I'm not going to sell it. No, I'm not going to flip it. I think it's pretty absurd that a lot of people are taking advantage of that situation. But the other rumor is that there will be a production version of this, and you know, there's going to be an opportunity for a lot of people to purchase this. Maybe not in the same look. Somebody suggested that it may be that they do the Downtown Express, like the newer line of Fender pedals, pedals. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that. That's a possibility. I know I've read that more than once on some forums. So if there is a production version, that'd be great, because I would love to have more people have this, because I really think it is a pretty special guitar pedal. So right out of the box, when I pulled it out, everything was set to noon, and so that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to record some riffs, and like I said, I'm not the riff master or anything, so don't expect some flashy guitar playing. But I'm just kind of exploring this pedal as you guys are watching. I maybe grabbed it about 3-4 hours ago, and I've been trying to set OBS up so that I can record this video, which was really frustrating. But enough talking. Let me go ahead and run through some of the settings. I'm going to record just a basic riff, and then we'll kind of go from there, mess around with some stuff. So I'm playing through a Squire Jaguar that is a sparkle silver. So I'll show the headstock there. Yeah, there we go. Got this a while back. Love this Jaguar. And I thought only fitting to try this out with this pedal. So I'm running the audio into GarageBand. I'm using a Vox AC30 amp sim. So hey Gil. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and record something, and then we'll go from there. So hang tight. I'm gonna mute my mic in the meantime so we don't get that string noise. There is such a delay and a lag, so I'm just gonna try to record my best. Bear with me. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. It's actually like this volume blend in the sag section right here. This is actually pretty damn cool. You can blend out, from what this manual says, when I looked at it. So it's showing the different sides of the actual guitar pedal. So this is the original. This switch with these 4 knobs are from the original blender mode. The octave blender mode is that same switch with these 2 knobs on the outside. And then on this page, it explains the sag features, which are super cool. I've already run some synth stuff through it. I thought it was really neat. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of play some of these things, and then we'll play with some of the settings, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm just as lost as you are. So welcome to this like little exploration thing that we're doing. So let me go play that silly little riff I just did. So, what's really cool about this thing is that you can kind of get that tremolo effect still without having the fuzz. And then you can blend as much as you want. A lot of this depends on how you play. So your input signal, your pickups, your attack on the strings, everything is going to really make a difference when you're using this. I know some people might say like, yeah, that's kind of given with every fuzz. Every fuzz is like that. Depending on how hard you play, you can bring out sometimes octave elements and some other things. But I really think that this pedal is very unique with the sag feature, because I've never once, at least since I've been into guitar pedals, ever really heard something that chokes the signal off so much that it creates a tremolo effect. Maybe something along the lines of like some guitar pedals with like fuzz and distortion. Sometimes they have like a ring mod tremolo thing where it does depend on kind of the input. So it is similar in that respect, but this thing is just uniquely its own thing. And what I've discovered is that this section brings down an octave down, which you fight to control, and it just kind of makes your guitar sound like it's trying to fight its way out of an 8-bit like game. I know that maybe not necessarily the best description, but no, unfortunately mine did not have the USB inside. I opened it up to look, it wasn't there. I don't know. At first, I wanted to confirm with Reverb to make sure that that rumor was true, and they did say it was true. Out of the 500 that they've sold, 100 of those have that USB in there. Supposedly the audio that everybody's uploading is true. It's the real audio. There's just a lot of kind of rumors that are going around, but I did confirm with Reverb that the USB sticks were valid, or they are a real thing. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, bummed I didn't get one, but I don't think that that makes this pedal any less special to me. I was really excited to receive it, and like I said, luckily I got up early enough where I was able to check it out and determine whether or not I wanted to buy one, and I knew I would kick myself in the ass if I didn't, so I pulled the trigger. But I'll try my best to kind of go through some of these settings. This little switch down here that I just turned on is an octave up setting, and it's pretty damn interesting. You can mangle your signal entirely. So I'm gonna re-record a riff real quick, and we'll see if I can do something a little bit better, maybe a little bit more open chord kind of sounding, and we'll kind of go from there. So let's mute my mic. Oops. OBS, make your software more user-friendly. One thing I will say about this, it's really interesting. Yeah, it's just a great pedal. I love it. I like, you know, I know a lot of people are super upset about the limited availability and like the day of the drop, but I mean, in all honesty, how many times have guitar pedal companies done that? Where, you know, and even some of the smaller guys, they drop a bunch and they're sold and then they get flipped. It's really annoying, but I think everyone's really focused on that aspect of this pedal release, and I'm just more focused on what this thing actually does and how cool it is. I still have yet to figure it out. It's pretty, like, as much as, you know, there are pedals out there that have, you know, maybe 10 knobs, 8 knobs, 6 knobs. They can be a little bit easier to figure out. This one has so many, I feel like, sensitivity, you know, the parameters of the sensitivity affect the whole tone overall. And so it's just really unique. And I think, honestly, it just really takes a little bit of exploration to kind of figure out, like, what it is. This is a pedal, I've read someone posted in a forum, this is a pedal that you can sit for like hours and try to come up with different fuzz tones and textures and stuff. And I think it's just a perfect tool to have for guitar, especially if you want to have that wall of sound. I know I kind of get tired of hearing that saying, but it's really, it's true. You know, I will shut up now and I will play some more. dumb for a moment and max out all the knobs, because you know that's what's everybody wanting. Like that's on everybody's mind. I don't know if the audio is terrible, if it's blown out. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. So let's see. Cool. Yeah. So let's try a different riff. Maybe I can do something with like octaves. Maybe my mic. Yeah, so lots of stuff in here, and I wish I had known this pedal a little bit better before I made the video and maybe like explored a little bit with it. I'm probably gonna do another one just because this is like kind of the first day, beginner's luck. I'm getting some cool tones, but it's wonderful. I think it's freaking great. Take a little swig there. Let's see. Let's play some more. I felt like it, I wouldn't say like Big Muff territory, but it was something close to that. And I'll just delay a little bit. There's a little bit of a delay, so that kind of sucks. I think for a pedal on its own that kind of boasts, you know, to have some very visceral, chaotic, very crushing, like sub-octave stuff, and to have this very visceral, shrill, high, you know, higher octave above, I think this pedal is a really cool thing. So I'm not really the greatest at doing these like live demo things. I say a lot and all this other stuff, but I just wanted to give everybody a chance to like kind of take a first look at it. I don't know, there are many videos that kind of exist online yet about it, so I wanted to do a live. I probably should do Instagram live, but I really can't get the same audio that I can through GarageBand and OBS, so I wanted to give this a shot. I'm going to probably make a little video tonight so that way I can upload it and people can hear. Probably make like a minute long video with maybe some different textures that this thing makes. And yeah, focus more on the sound and less on kind of the drama behind the guitar pedal. Like I'm sure, you know, there's going to be people that are going to complain left and right about anything as per usual. This is the internet. But at the end of the day, I got a really cool pedal from one of my favorite artists. So Kevin, if you're watching this, thank you so much for releasing, you know, or letting Fender in on kind of something that you had a creative idea for, and you brought it out to us, and now we're kind of, you know, lucky enough to experience something like this and dive into creating different textures and sounds. I really look forward to using this more, and this definitely is not going to leave my hands. I'm not a flipper, I'm not a scalper. I'm a really big fan, and Kevin, thank you so much. Fender, thank you so much. Reverb, thank you so much. I'm gonna continue to play this and kind of explore a little bit, and when I'm less awkward, I will have a when I'm less awkward, I'll have a better demo to provide. I just want to do this live. I know it's going to save onto my account, but I'm going to delete that. I'm going to create my own little video. I hope you all loved, you know, enjoyed watching and kind of exploring this thing with me. And yeah, you know, that's the thing, is that like, you know, the only reason why I snagged this was because I knew that if I didn't, I was really going to kick my own ass repeatedly. And if there is a production model, I'm excited. Like I would love to buy another one. Unfortunately, Reverb, I don't think, put a limit on how many you could buy. So there were a few people that I saw, same username on eBay, selling these for $2,000. Hang tight, everybody hang in there. I feel like someone's either going to, and I'm not encouraging this, but I'm just saying somebody's going to reverse engineer this pedal. A great example was the Life pedal. It was dropped, sold out, bunch of people bought it, reverse engineered it. Next thing you know, sites are hosting the PCBs that are clones of it. I have a feeling that this is going to happen with this one because there's a lot of hype around it, and I think that if Fender doesn't make a production model that does something somewhat similar, then you know, they're kind of, I just really hope that they're kind of thinking that, you know, doing that and putting that in mind, because there are a lot of people who are really bummed. And typically I'm one of those people. I've kind of sat by and watched people buy these really cool guitar pedals that were really limited, and I never got a shot at it, but it just so happened that I was awake early enough. Someone someone woke me up and asked me to run some errands with them, and um, yeah, I don't know. I'm so excited. A big shout out to my girlfriend for waking me up. That's what I was talking about. If it wasn't for her, I would have missed this completely, and I would have been really, really bummed out. So, huge shout out to her. But yeah, that's all I have for now. I may go on Instagram Live and do a little, demo or something like that, just to, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find the right words for this. I'm having such a hard time, like, really kind of describing this, because it's something I love. I've loved fuzz for as long as I can remember, since the beginning. But this is something completely unique and different. And I just hope that, like, you said, I really hope that there's a production model, because a lot of people would really enjoy this guitar pedal. So without further ado, I will play out some riffs if I can, because there's such a delay and lag in the playing from GarageBand to OBS. So bear with me. It's going to sound like noise anyways. Who cares? Cheers.